Do you find that you're really quick to react to things? Maybe a little too quick and don't always make the most rational decisions, or maybe regret some of your actions? Today, I'm going to be talking about how to be less impulsive and show you exactly how to do it using a tool you already have inside you. What's up, Omies? It's Kinga from KingaGorski.com, and before we dive into today's content of how to control your impulses, please subscribe to my channel. I would so greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that little sweet bell icon so you don't miss new content and when I post a new video. And let's jump right into it. This is definitely something that I've grappled with in the past because I am known to be stubborn. Oh, darn that stubbornness. It's really served me in many, many ways in my life, but then it's absolutely served as a disservice in major ways. And it's all about being accountable, building that self-awareness, and trying to be the best person that you can be. So I'm going to show you exactly how you're able to just have some more emotional control no matter what situation you might find yourself in. In any given situation, there is the stimulus and the response. And then there's a little moment in between. We're going to be talking about that moment in between. But first, going into what the stimulus and the response is. So for example, say you're driving on the road and somebody cuts you off. So the stimulus is the cutoff, and then your response, well, I think we can all maybe envision what we've done before. It's so easy when you feel a sudden burst of emotion coming up within you just to let it out and express it. And yeah, it is healthy to express your emotions. I am absolutely not saying to suppress anything, fake a reaction to try to, come off like nicer or less angry or upset or anything like that. It is absolutely normal and natural to feel the full spectrum of emotion, from sadness and grief to anger and rage to absolute joy, bliss, happiness. Of course it is. It's all part of being human, so rock on, express yourself. What we need to realize is that when you're in an interaction, there is somebody else on the other receiving end of the interaction. So if you're having a conversation with somebody or someone cuts you off and you're not in direct response to them, your reaction does have an inadvertent effect on everyone else around you. So for example, with the highway cutoff scenario, if you're stewing in your own anger and the person that cut you off is already in another lane, you can hardly even see their bumper, you're going to be stewing in your own rage and then probably start driving more erratically, or just thinking that everyone's out to get you, and you're going to be ruminating over that event, poisoning yourself with frustration all the way home, if not well into the evening. Maybe you'll even start cutting other people off unintentionally, but you're a slave to impulse now. Another scenario is actually when you are face to face with somebody. So I actually had a recent little tiff with Mama Dearest. I had to hold back my own anger, which is definitely challenging, especially with the people closest to you. There was a moment where she suddenly kind of blew up at me. When I addressed her, it's not really cool for you to talk to me like that, even though I might have done something to frustrate you, I didn't do it intentionally. And her response was that she needs to express herself. This is how she feels. And I said, that is absolutely okay, and I want you to express yourself, but there's a way to express yourself and not to do it when, the iron's hot. And also remember that, there's somebody else on the other end of the interaction. I was on the other end of the interaction with my own world and lens and perspectives and feelings and justifications. It all just comes down to communication and staying calm while still expressing yourself. So going back to the stimulus and the response and the moment in between. What do we do there? What is the tool that you already have inside you? It is your breath. Yes, my friends, we need to breathe. Don't be a slave to impulse, as Brendon Burchard says. Pause the moment for a second. When something happens to, set off a trigger within us and we get annoyed, pissed off, it's so tempting to just go right into the line of fire and let it out because, yeah, it sucks to feel that way and you got to tell it like it is, tell the other person off. It's important to breathe because we're adults. We need to have more emotional self-control. I really don't think that there is enough emotional control. It's not really something we learn in school. We have to train ourselves to better be more in line with the person that we want to be. It's not fair to attack anybody, even if we feel like we were wronged. You can still express yourself, but when you're triggered, just before you go out guns ablaze and swinging, take 6 deep breaths. Why 6? It's been studied and researched that 6 breaths is what it takes to induce that parasympathetic nervous system response, which is the opposite of your fight or flight. It is the rest and digest. 6 deep breaths. It'll take you all of 30 seconds or so, and then you can address the situation in a more calm manner. When you're calm, the other person is more calm. Think about it. When someone raises their voice, it makes you want to match their level, if not transcend. I've been absolutely guilty of that myself. Being stubborn and hot-headed, it's something I've done a lot of personal work to overcome in my life. Not perfect, but I've made great strides. And then on the other hand, when you speak more softly, even if you're upset and you're trying to get a point across, it allows the other person to be less defensive and not throw all these justifications at you, but you can have a mature, calm, expressive conversation. Just think of what the best version of yourself would do in such a situation and just try your best. Sometimes, it's a hard lesson we need to learn over and over many times in our life, but the more you have, again, all comes back to awareness, the more self-control you'll be able to have in all of your interactions moving forward. I really hope this video helped you today, guys, and will allow you to be less impulsive in a lot of the choices and decisions and reactions that you make and have. It's definitely helped me greatly in my life and something I need to constantly remind myself to do, but it's been a wonderful help for me too. And let's be honest, guys, nobody wants to be a slave to their impulses. It's a crappy thing to admit, but it happens to all of us. So just remember to utilize the breath, 6 deep breaths, and you'll be well on your way to making better choices. If you need some support here, guys, we have an awesome community in our Facebook group, the Live Inspired Mastermind. I would love to see your beautiful face in there. The link to join is in the description below, and we'll all be ready to say hello to you. If you enjoyed the information that I shared in today's video and found it helpful, please join me on my journey, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and most importantly, if you have someone in your life to share this video with, this is a loving nudge to show them how to better control the impulses in a very non-judgmental way. We're only human at the end of the day. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Peace out. Take care.